Hi, Rod from Fleet News Group again, and look at this little fun machine I have today, the Mazda MX-5. It's a fun little car to drive. If this doesn't put a smile on your dial, you must be dead already, to be honest. But today that's what we're looking at. One of the classic sports cars of all time, the Mazda MX-5. In today's video, we'll be talking about everything to do with Mazda MX-5. What's it like to drive? How much room is in it? What's the engine performance like? And is the fleet manager going to say yes? Keep watching and we'll tell you all about it. And remember, if you like these videos, don't forget to hit that like button down there, as well as the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you can be kept up to date with everything we're doing here at the Fleet News Group. Go on, give that like button that little bit of a tickle. You know you want to. Well, looking at the styling of the MX-5, hasn't changed too much over the years. It's very much kept true to its original shape, size and form. It's a very beautiful looking car, the antithesis of an iconic little sports car. The long nose, the short rear. It's a convertible, or in this case the RF GT RS has the roof panel that folds out and folds back in. Much more convenient than bringing the leather roof up on top and doing it manually, but it has kept true to its style. There's been improvements over the years, little subtle tweaks, and it's a very slope and swoopiness of the front nose here. The RF GT RS here has the 17-inch black forged alloy BBS wheels, which look an absolute treat. It's just a great looking car, and one you just love to be seen in, because when anyone sees you, you'll just be having a ball driving this thing. It's a great looking car and it goes very well. I really like them. And from the rear, let's face it, the pretty just doesn't quit. It's got one of the sexiest looking rear ends in a car going around, this one. Nice, tight, short rear quarter panels there. Looks an absolute treat. The tail lights just speak for themselves. It's a great looking car from the rear. Very good. Well, what's under the bonnet? The dangly stick for a start, but I kind of get that in this car. Weight is everything. So we've got the dangly stick instead of the trusty gas struts. But what do we have with the motor here? It's a 2-litre double overhead cam 4-cylinder 16-valve petrol engine. Good for 135 kilowatts of power and 205 newton meters of torque. In this car that goes through a 6-speed manual transmission, and Mazda lists the fuel economy for this vehicle at 6.9 litres per 100 k's. If you went for the automatic version, the fuel economy would change to 7.2 litres per 100 k's on the combined cycle. But the best I've seen whilst driving this car about has been 7.4 litres per 100 k's. Probably says a bit more about the way I've liked to drive this car than about what economy you can actually attain. It's a lot of fun. I defy you not to enjoy it. Good tractable motor, smooth power delivery. It's not the most powerful engine out there by any means, but it's well suited to this car. And on your favourite bit of twisty road, this thing's just going to be magic. You'll enjoy it. And as they say, what goes up must come down. One button again. And how easy is that with the RF GT RS? All the convenience of convertible, and if it starts to rain, you only have to push one button and up comes the roof, out from its little hidey hole, and swings around on top of you and locks in place. How good and simple is that? One finger, no effort. Gotta love that. And I almost forgot. Right here is the button that controls the roof. One touch to open it and one touch to close it up again. Very good, simple and easy. Makes life very convenient, converting this car from having a roof to not having a roof, and vice versa. Here I am sitting in the driver's seat of the MX-5 RF GT RS, and yes, it's very small here, two-seater, nice leather seats. We've also got them, they're heated as well. Got the controls there, got mine on the moment. Just click the passenger one on and obviously can adjust the temperature settings accordingly. Nice leather wrapped steering wheel. Analog instruments, that's all good. You can see everything you need to do there, plus you've got a little infotainment screen there which on the left changes the settings over to where you want it to be. 430 k's to go on the fuel, and I've got it down to 7.1 litres per 100 k's. Isn't that good? Very goodly. Nice trim finishes around the ball mounted air vents here, looks very nice. And the small one in the middle, and the other ball mount air vent over there. Nice big easy to use dials. Fan, temperature, and of course here where you want the airflow to go. You can just reach down and touch away and swivel away. You don't have to take your eyes off the road. Very goodly. Up on the steering wheel we've got here the radio volume controls, push to talk button on the phone, and all the cruise control and speed limiter functions on the other side over here as well. Down here there is a pair of USB-C ports, somewhere to stick your phone down, but it's not wireless charging. It's just a nice little mat to stop it sliding around, and that there. So, but it does have on the large infotainment screen here Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, wirelessly connected. My phone's wirelessly connected at the moment, but if you want to charge it, you have to use the USB-C ports down there. We've got the MZD Connect control here, as is with all Mazdas. Works the same as we've seen in the other Mazdas there. And in this car, I've got the 6-speed manual. Very nice leather gear knob and all that as well. But what about the coffee cup? There it is there. Nice little holder that is there to put it into. Fits nice and firm up there. Nice, my big coffee cup, easy to reach and have a drink and put it back down again. All very good. But over here you can actually mount the cup holders at the back too. You can see we've got the one there on the driver's side, and there's a little bit there with this one. I'll show you here. Take my coffee cup out, pull this bit out, and you just give it a push and mount it in there, and you've now got two holders there. Have a bottle of water in there, something like that, all very good. And believe it or not, here, turn the camera around, that's the glove box in the backy. Very interesting. Down here, another little hidey hole to put stuff down in there, coins, loose things, whatever. Nice little thing to keep them out of sight. So it's all very nice here in the driver's seat of this sports car, the MX-5. Well, what's in the boot? Let's have a look. Use the remote to open her up. Yeah, struts. Is there anything they can't do? Brilliant. The boot has a 127 litre capacity, which isn't a lot. Maybe just big enough for an overnight bag, a couple of jumpers, a small fold-up umbrella, something like that. That's all it's going to fit in there. Or like me, you could have your camera bag in there, have all your gear. There's also a tyre repair kit in the back here because there is no spare tyre. Where would you put it? Well, what's it like driving the MX-5? It's a lot of fun. Puts a smile on your dial every day. Is it the biggest car in the world? No, it's not. But saying that, it's a sports car, a two-seater, no roof. Well, you can move it up and down with using a little button there, but only when you're stopped. But it just drives like it's on rails, this thing. It is very good. Just absolutely love driving it. You find your favourite bit of twisty road and just enjoy. That's what it's all about. Transmission's a nice smooth throw. Up and down the gears are all very good. Nice short throw on the gear shift. Very nice. It's even got creature comforts in it that doesn't belong in a sports car really. The seats are heated, which keeps you nice and warm even when it's a cold day outside. With the roof open too. What safety features are on the MX-5? Well, it's got the usual array of driver aids, safety features, blind spot monitoring, lane keep assist, lane departure warning, automatic headlights. It doesn't have adaptive cruise control. And to be honest, I don't miss it, because if I'm on the freeway and I'm catching someone, I see that, so I change lanes. I just don't end up mindlessly following it along at whatever speed they're doing. So I don't mind it doesn't do the adaptive cruise, but it is just such a nice and fun car to drive. Yes, very nice indeed. But yeah, so there's all those driver aid features. It's got reverse camera, rear cross traffic alert, all that's happening for it. It is a great little car to drive. This particular model, the 2024 MX-5, is yet to have an ANCAP star rating. The previous model, the 23, dating back as far as 2016, had a 5-star ANCAP safety rating. This model is yet to attain one from ANCAP, but I don't see a reason why it may not be to expect anything other than what it was previously. But we'll find out that once ANCAP tests the car. So technically at the moment it's unclassified. Fuel economy on this car. I said earlier in the video the best I've seen is 7.4. Well, I'm looking at it right now, it's at 7.1. Was doing a bit of expressway driving yesterday and long distance down the coast. So that being the case, it's dropped those numbers down closer back to what Mazda lists as the official combined cycle fuel economy figure. 7.1 though, and I've been having fun in this car, so it really sips it. It's only got a 45 litre fuel tank, and it actually needs a minimum of 95 run premium unleaded fuel. Is it a comfortable car to drive? Well, once you're in it, you feel very ensconced and very at one with it. The thing corners like it's on rails, so that's good that way. It's a good comfortable seating position. I've got good vision out the front and the back, and out the top even at the moment. But it is the kind of car, is it a limo-like ride? No, it is very harshly sprung. Probably not the right word, but it's stiff. It's a sports car, that's what you expect. And that's why it handles so nicely through the corners. So that being the case, I think you could live with it every day. There's a lot of compromise if you want this car as a daily driver, a lot of compromise. The glove box is between the seats here and it's very small. The boot's only 127 litres. Carry an overnight bag if you want to go away for the weekend, and that's about it. But and your transmission, you could get an auto if you didn't want to change the gears yourself, but personally I think, why do you need an auto on this one? You want to drive it. Just great. But you can live with it every day, and then you can enjoy a drive like this every day. If you can get away from work, that is. If you're considering a novated lease an MX-5 as your daily driver, if you're happy with this kind of car, I'd just go for it. It's a lot of fun to drive, and why not limit yourself to having a car like this on a Sunday when you can enjoy it every day? It is just so much fun. How can you not smile driving this thing? It's great. Well, what's the warranty, servicing, ownership experience like with this car? Well, on all passenger vehicles, Mazda offers a 5-year unlimited kilometre warranty. MX-5 benefits from that. Service intervals on the MX-5 are once every 12 months or 15,000 Ks, whichever occurs first. The costing, Mazda has a very convenient service price calculator on their website to tell you what the price will be for each of your scheduled services. So looking at the first 5 years of ownership of this vehicle, which most novated owners will keep the car for, those 5 services up to 75,000 Ks, it's going to cost you a bit over $2,700 in that time period. But speaking of dollars, what's it going to cost? What's the price for this little beauty for you to drive it away? Well, pricing on the Mazda Roadster MX-5 starts at $45,885 drive away, as advised by Mazda. The RF GT RS here, as you see it, $61,205 drive away. But Mazda's added in some nice floor mats in here as well. They're an extra $223. So as you see it right here, right now, want to drive it off down the road yourself, $61,425 drive away. Very nice little sports car, over 60 grand for a little 2-seater. Once you start driving it, you'll be glad you've spent the money. Well, what's the fleet manager going to say? 2-door sports car? Yes, let's have 2 dozen of them in the company fleet tomorrow. Nah, they're not going to say that, are they? As much as we like it, it's going to be a no on that one. But if you have access to salary sacrificing and the novated lease program, this could be the cheapest way a novated lease to get yourself into an MX-5. But like everything, and not just about MX-5s, when it comes to car leasing, both you and the fleet manager should go to fleetnewsgroup.com.au and download yourself a free copy of Fleet News Group's car leasing guide. It'll tell you everything you need to know about both novated leases and operating leases and everything to do with car leasing. Very good place to go to, fleetnewsgroup.com.au. Go for the novated lease. I don't think the fleet manager will say no to that one. Well, to say that I've enjoyed my time driving the MX-5 would be an absolute understatement. The car is just brilliant to drive. It's a great driver's sports car. Just the right amount of power, corners like it's on rails. It'll put a smile on your dial every day of the week. And isn't that what it's all about? For fleets, I don't think the fleet manager can say no fast enough, to be honest. It's not going to have any hope of being a fleet car. But for you, if you have access to salary sacrificing a novated lease or the like, this car, and you really want one of these, probably the cheapest way to get into it, and you're just going to enjoy it every day. And it's putting a smile on your dial isn't that what it's all really about? As long as you're happy driving it, that's all that counts. A lot of compromises have to be made if this is going to be your daily drive car. You're not going to be towing a 3.5 ton caravan. You might have a 4-wheel drive towing this on a car trailer. I've seen that happen before, but you won't be towing anything with this. Nor is it good for a family of 5. Even the fur babies miss out. But think of someone, maybe you're a real estate agent, a salesperson that doesn't need to take product samples around or anything like that. Then this car, yes, as a daily driver you have to make compromises, but you can live with it every day. It's not going to be doing too much of the shopping runs and buying lots of groceries and that. Well, 127 litres worth maybe, but it's going to do what you want it to do if that's the lifestyle that you have and why you would want this car. I think it's a great little car to drive. It's a great Sunday driver, and it's one that you can live with every day as long as you go into it with your eyes open, knowing it's a small car. That's what it is. In any case, if you like these videos, don't forget to hit that like button down there, as well as the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you can be kept up to date with everything we're doing here at the Fleet News Group. Thank you very much for watching today. I'm Rod from Fleet News Group, and you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.